Hey, Bolo buddies. Thanks for watching. All right, guys, we're going to talk about some big money bolos, and I'm going to tell you there are some unexpected bolo items in this video. Be on the lookout is what bolo stands for. So if you're a reseller, you've come to the right place. I'm going to share with you things that people in my Bolo Buddies Facebook group bought and flipped for a big profit. So let's go ahead and get started here with the first one. If you're not in my Bolo Buddies Facebook group, it's down under my link tree in the description of the video. It's free to join. There's 117,000 people in the group ready to share and help with reselling stuff. So come and follow. And at the top of the group, there is a share post. If you want to share your bolo, I will feature it in a video just like this. This is a Bucella Nativity Felt Tree Skirt Kit. And she said it was opened on the top. I think I listed October 17th on eBay. Started it high at $249.99, and she paid $2.49 for it. She said she lowered the price gradually, and it seemed complete, but the top of the package was open. Sold for $222.30 on January 6th, full asking price. I've been selling Christmas things after Christmas. I just keep up my listings. eBay name is Ray Nathan RZ09, Mercari Ray Nathan RZ, and Poshmark is Elena W, and Etsy is Ray Nathan RZ. So she is cross-posting to multiple platforms. I don't know if she uses a service, but I will tell you that I use List Perfectly, and it is fabulous. And I've been using it since 2019. And I do have tutorials. If you want to learn how to cross-post with List Perfectly, definitely check those out. I have a referral link down below, and you can use coupon referral code bolobuddies, all one word, to get 30% off your first month of List Perfectly if you want to check that out. She said, not my largest return in January, but if I didn't sell this, it would have ended up in my cabinet. Got this in a lot of glass I purchased, so the cost was around 50 cents. Sold for 75 in less than a day and went to a buyer in Tacoma. Older advertising things do well. Check that out. It's a little scooper, a candy scoop. Isn't that cute? How cute. Okay, the next one here is a vintage gray cataract industrial metal file for catalogs, books, and it says another dumb, boring item that's so awful that my office manager put it in the trash. I thought, it's ugly, gray and industrial. I bet someone would want it. Sold for $23.94 in 30 days. Dog patch picker on Facebook. I love it. He's digging stuff out of the trash. Look at that, guys. Somebody needs that in their life, right? Vintage Weschler. Oh boy. Synchroscope, analog power meter, slow fast indicator. No clue, but that's what it looks like. This item was so boring, it was completely skipped by everyone at day one of an estate sale. I picked up on day two for almost nothing. Sold for $100 after about 3 months. Dog patch picker on Facebook. Give me a follow, and thanks, Courtney. Yeah, so he's on Facebook too, guys. Give him a follow over there as well. This one is the Happy Jack front camper tie-down bracket. Hardware for a Ford. I told you, unexpected, right? Your monthly reminder that not only does weird sell, boring does also. Look at this bunch of boring brackets. So boring, the previous owners were giving them away on Facebook Marketplace. A quick lookup on my part suggested they would sell, so I quickly responded and picked them up. Took an offer for $90 plus $50 shipping. After about 4 months, the dog patch picker on Instagram and Facebook. I'm trying to grow my Facebook and would appreciate any follows. Thanks, Courtney. You're awesome. No, thank you. Thank you for sharing. So, guys, please go over and follow Dog Patch Picker on Facebook. I'm sure he'll be dropping his bolos in his Facebook group also for you guys to see. So definitely will be educational. Lego minifigures here and accessories. Lot of 19. Pick these Lego Star Wars minifigures up at a local thrift store for $15. I had them in my money pile for a while, and I'm glad I finally ended up listing them because they sold at an auction for $80. Our store name is Cool Things. Cool Things We Found. Oh, I love that name. eBay and Etsy. There you go, guys. Let's look at the next one here. I got to get down to it. I just did a whole video on Geek Nurse's Treasures bolos, and man, if you guys are not following Geek Nurse's Treasures, you gotta check out that video. She has some fabulous finds, super cool, and she gave a lot of information, so very educational as well. So look for that one. I'll either post it before this one or after, but it's either up or coming soon. All right, sorry. I got to get down to this one. This one is pretty interesting, actually. Have you guys ever seen these before? Let's see. She said, I love selling older items that have surprising value. I got this good luck penny keychain in an online jewelry lot, paid less than $1. I used Google Lens to find a price point for similar solds. The silver material around the penny is just plastic. It sold in a couple months for $45. I had received 2 of these in the lot, and this is the second one to sell for $45 to $50. Isn't that crazy, you guys? It's a wheat penny, and the item wasn't damaged, so I don't know if you can pop it out of there or not, but pretty cool little bolo, right? And then that is Hannah R. Bennett is her eBay. This one, she said, I got this antique lock in the same estate lot as the keychain. I paid less than $1 per item. The same buyer paid my asking price of $85. After they paid shipping, they were all in for $157 for the 2 items. Definitely my favorite kind of buyer. So they must have bought both of these. It is a vintage brass padlock safe with Keyworks secure estate sale lock. There it is. She said, at the moment, my eBay name is Hannah R. Bennett. Name to change. I'm trying to find something catchy. Feel free to drop some suggestions. So if you guys have a name that you think would be good for Hannah R. Bennett for eBay, put it down in the comments of the video, and I'm sure she'll check it. She said she's also on Instagram, Hannah Bennett MUA. Thank you so much, Courtney, for sharing my pages, and a huge thank you for helping us learn. And thank you for sharing your bolos. All right, here we go, guys. Rare vintage Disney's 1970s Florida orange bird enameled pen. Funny thing is, I just sold one of these. Mine was a stick pin, and mine was a big money bolo also. So be on the lookout for this little bird. All right. Mine will be in a future video. I don't think I saw this beforehand, and I just happened to be in a whatnot auction, and if I remember correctly, she was doing dollar starts, and I was just buying up everything, and I had no idea it was a big money bolo, and I researched it, and I was like, oh my goodness. So more details to come on mine in a future video, but you can definitely source on Whatnot. If you guys are not sourcing on Whatnot, look into it. I do have a referral link. If you join with that down below, you'll get $15 to shop. So check it out. She said, I got this rare orange bird Disney pin in a bag of jewelry for $5 at a red, white, and blue thrift. It sold within 4 hours for full asking price. It's a mini pin under a ½ inch and was only available at Tomorrowland in the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World in the 70s. Yep, she sold it for $149. And mine sold for over $100 too. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it will be in a future video. The next one, and if you want to know who I got mine from, I got it from Singing Lori. So check out Singing Lori on Whatnot. All right, here's the next one. Vintage Antique American Bisque Magic Bunny Blue Hat Cookie Jar. Some friends let me go to their dad's house and get a few things before giving things away. Found this interesting cookie jar. My daughter said it gives her the creeps and knew it would sell. Zero cost and sold in just under 6 months for asking price of $62.97. This one comes from Dieter's Attic on eBay. Aw, it's not creepy. Is it a bunny? I think it's a bunny. I don't know. Wow. All right, this one here, I want to find one of these. Baby J.E. Morgan Balloon Waffle Weave Satin Edge. If you guys do not know about this bolo, you got to know about it. From watching other reseller content, I knew that Baby Morgan blankets were a bolo. So when I saw this at a yard sale for 50 cents, I was thrilled. For 50 cents, I couldn't go wrong. So I researched further and listed it at $199.99 and finally sold it for $159.99. Listed around September, so took 4 months to sell. My store name is No Flippin' Way. I love your store name. Handmade crochet Afghan. This is No Flippin' Way also. Look how gorgeous this is with those raised flowers. Woo! Purchased this beautiful blanket, beautiful hand crocheted blanket over a year ago at a community sale. The seller told me it was made by her mother. She was asking $20. It was beautiful and happily paid the $20. Listed knowing it would likely sit for a while, which is fine. Listed for $250, ended up selling for $200. I did end original listing at one point and relisted using sell similar option. After doing that, it sold a couple months later. No Flippin' Way. Fabulous, gorgeous. Okay, found this vintage Kirk's Folly evening bag at a local thrift store for $1.49, 50% off. Listed for $74.99. It sold during my 20% off sale for $59.99. My first Kirk's Folly. I am Take Two Enterprises on eBay, Mercari, and Whatnot. Take Two Enterprises on Poshmark. Thank you for letting us share. Yep, there's another Whatnot seller. Give her a follow, you guys. I didn't know Kirk's Folly did handbags. I know they do jewelry, and the jewelry is very collectible, so why wouldn't the bag be, right? The next item is Junior and Diane Aragon, Acoma, Laguna, Pueblo, New Mexico pottery. Oh my goodness. Native American, 1997. Look at that, you guys. It's gorgeous. Nooks, Crannies, and Irresistibles on eBay. I'm really proud of this sale. I went to an estate sale on the last day, 30 minutes before closing. They were already packing up. I got a big box and asked if they would make a bundle price. What I could find. They said, sure. The rest was going to the Goodwill anyway. While there was a lot of trash, there was also a lot of treasures. I loaded my box as fast as I could, like I was on a game show. I found this signed Native American Acoma tribe base in perfect condition. No time to comp, but I did when I got home. I learned these pieces are all one of a kind, and I tried it on an auction with no bites. So I listed a buy it now at $99 and decided to wait. It took 2 months to sell for $94, best offer. I also got a set of signed vintage mixing bowls that sold right away, and I still have a set of vintage canisters listed from the same sale. I got many other vintage treasures in a big box of stuff. By the way, I ended up only paying $8 for the whole box. Sometimes it pays off to go on the last day. Thank you, Courtney. I never miss your YouTube videos. They are the best. Oh, you're so sweet, and thank you for always sharing. You always have great bolos. I appreciate all you guys that share and watch. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already, and come share your bolo. If you've never shared, it's really easy, and it's fun to see your little video or your little bolo up on a video, right? Kirkland's set of 3 candle holders, chocolate mercury cracked glass hurricane, paid $1 at a church sale and sold for $47.98 in 8 days. Who's your pickers? And is that a Mercari sale? I think that one was sold on Mercari. Or maybe it's just eBay and it's a different screenshot. I'm not sure on that one. All right, this one's mine. I think my husband brought these scratch and sniff stickers home to me. I told him, I said, be on the lookout for scratch and sniff. And he brought a big stack home. I can't remember where he got them. But this one here is, let's see. So probably 10 cents in this. And 2 pictures, easy to list. These are trend. And you can put the number up here and the scent. I almost said flavor, the smell. I sold these for $59.50, and the buyer paid shipping. 1 sheet, guys, 1 sheet. The next item, I just knew this was going to be a big money bolo, and I knew it was going to sell, and it did. It is a brooch face oddity statement assemblage. Is that how you say that? Assemblage, or assemblage? I'm not sure. But that's a good word. It means where they put a bunch of different elements together to make one thing. Artisan made unsigned oddity. So those are my keywords. Look at this thing, you guys. Is that not incredible? Sold it for $127 and the buyer paid shipping. It was not signed. Unsigned piece. The next item is this vintage ceramic chicken. I offered this up at my Whatnot egg show. So I did a Whatnot show where I was doing eggs. I went to an estate sale and I bought a whole table of eggs. I know, what a random thing, right? And I'm like, you know what? I can sell eggs. I'm going to try to have a Whatnot show. Well, at the end of the show, I had some things left over that either didn't sell or I didn't have time to show. And this was one of the items. And I'm like, I know I can sell this. This got a pass. I'm pretty sure I showed it for either 5 or 10. I may have showed this for 10 because it was a little bit bigger on Whatnot. And nobody bought it. It got a pass. And I probably have about $1 in this. And I sold this for a best offer of $38 and the buyer paid shipping. Really cool piece. The next item are these shoes. They took forever to sell. I don't know if I had them priced wrong or not, but I remember when I got them that they were something that sold well. And I'm like, why aren't they selling? Well, I probably had them priced too high, but I ended up selling them for $55.25 and the buyer paid shipping. And they're Allegra. I don't know how to say it. Isn't Allegra isn't Allegra a medicine for allergies or something? I feel like I've seen commercials for that. I don't know. But Alegria. I have a feeling I'm pronouncing it wrong because I think these are in UK sizes right here. Size 41. Is that UK? I don't know. Anyway, be on the lookout. NASA launch service pens. I got lots of offers and they just weren't wanting to pay my price. I got so many offers that I almost took it down and listed these items individually because I'm like, there's something here that somebody wants. And I thought about doing auctions on all of them, starting like each one out at $29.99 and just kind of seeing what happens. But I was like, I don't want to do the work. I've already got it listed. Somebody offered me 90 and I went ahead and took that offer and the buyer paid shipping. The next item is this bracelet. Okay, this one is a knock your socks off because literally I listed this. I went upstairs. I think I made dinner and it sold within like an hour of listing. I don't know. Mermaid glass bead stretch bracelet, 925 sterling silver tag. There's my scratch test. I tested it with acid so that I could prove that it was indeed 925 because there's a lot of fakes out there. Be careful. And I sold this for $22 and the buyer paid shipping. I had it on auction with best offer and somebody made me an offer. So I took it. This is a vintage Brutalist cross brooch and it is by Ivana and it is signed on the back. And I sold this for a best offer of $80 and the buyer paid shipping. So at the end of each of my videos, I typically put some of my big money Bolo items just to share with you guys some of the things that I've been selling. Also, this month, I'm going to have some of my unexpected Bolos with some more of my big money Bolos at the end. So definitely tune into that. Thank you guys so much for being here. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the next one. Thanks for watching.